All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Dutchman baseball field for the first live broadcast of a Dutchman baseball game of the season. It's actually our first spring broadcast period since basketball season ended. It was a lot of fun hauling all the camera equipment and everything out here to the press box. We got it all set up just in time. Going to offer you several camera angles. But before we go over the angles, I'll go ahead and show you the starting lineups for today. Union is the away team, so they will be batting first. Leading off for Union and playing right field is Zach Voss. Batting second and playing shortstop is Brody Akins. Batting third and playing second base is Timmy Pershke. Batting fourth, pitching is Logan Hansel. Batting fifth is going to be the DH Clay Muser, and he is DHing for the third baseman Lane Miller. Batting sixth is Mr. Avery Young, who is playing center field. Seventh is Ryan Stowe playing left field. Eighth is Damon Blankenship behind the plate. And then batting ninth is first baseman Logan Calkins. If I missed any names up there, I apologize. Below that is going to be the Dutchman's lineup, as you see here. Coach Kemp goes with the handwritten style. Batting first for the Dutchman is going to be the pitcher, Chase Wyrick.
Good evening and welcome.
And I will stop now as we do the national
Owensville
anthem.
Dutchmen are taking on the Union Wildcats. Starting lineup for the Union Wildcats. Batting first and playing right field, number 21, Zach Voss. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 10, Brody Akins. Batting third and playing second base, number 11, Timmy Pershke. Batting fourth and your pitcher for the Union Wildcats, number 13, Logan Hansel. DH tonight and batting fifth, number 22, Clay Muser. Playing center field and batting sixth, number 3, Avery Young. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 50, Ryan Stowe. Batting eighth and the catcher for the Union Wildcats, number 15, Damon Blankenship. Batting ninth and playing first base, number 4, Logan Calkins. And playing third base tonight, Lane Miller. The Union Wildcats are coached by Derek Morgan and assisted by John Barnes, Zach Teams, Joe Pershke, and Evan Hall. Now, the starting lineup for your Owensville Dutchmen. Pitching tonight and batting first, number 23, Chase Wyrick. Playing first base and batting second, number 24, Tucker Sassman. Batting third and playing left field, number 12, George Vandegrift. Catching and batting 5, Chris Allen, number 22. Next batter is number 18, Gabe Medlock, and he'll be playing shortstop. Third base, number 8, Leighton Homeyer. The DH tonight is number 4, Henry Womack. Playing center field, number 3, Kai Krupp. And playing right field, number 6, Weston Crammy. Bryce Crammy will be playing second base, and he's number 12. The Owensville Dutchmen are coached by Stephen Kemp and assisted by Stephen Bitton and Brandon Howard. So everybody please rise and remove their caps for the playing of the national anthem.
All right, lovely PA announcing there from Miss Crystal Eli here at Dutchman Baseball Field. She says, "Oh, please." Crystal helps out with a ton of sporting events. Don't let her fool you. You'll see her at the front desk taking people as they come into the game and also calling a bunch of baseball games, helps out at basketball games. Very thankful for all of Crystal's help here at OHS. Tonight, as mentioned, we are playing the Union Wildcats with Mr. Chase Wyrick on the mound. I will go ahead and show you what Chase's stats look like this year. You'll see these on screen tonight whenever players are batting, and then for our starting pitcher as well. Chase comes into this game with a 1-1 record on 14.2 innings pitched, 14 2/3, and that last column never got changed. His ERA was right around 3, I believe, coming into this one. So there we go. There's our first class mistake, very first overlay. So you're going to have that. With that said, anytime Chase is on the mound, I think the Dutchmen have a chance to win the ball game. He is the ace of this Dutchman pitching staff. The Dutchmen do come in on a 2-game losing streak, having most recently lost to Sullivan on Tuesday night here at home by a score of 1-10. I believe they went into the 5th inning, though, in a 2-run ball game and just kind of had a big blow-up inning there. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get things started here. Scoreboard should be updating. If it does not, then it means my camera is frozen and I will restart it for you. But we won't know until the first pitch is thrown. Union digs in. And the delivery. Looks like it's going to be inside just a little bit to start things off here. Scoreboard is live. To the 11 viewers with us right now, thanks for tuning in. We'll bounce back and forth between this view and then our press box view when the ball's in play. That ball is skied, and it's going to get out of play down the third base line. Third baseman, I believe Leighton Homemeyer, gave it chase, and he watched that one sail right over by the batting tunnel. Grant says, what is the crew tonight? Well, right now, it's just me and Chris Waymeyer. Chris Waymeyer is over at the soccer game. We'll have the soccer game pulled up for you in between innings. It's a little choppy because it's a little bit distance off. But with some funding, we are actually going to be able to improve that next year. I'm very excited. We'll talk about that later. Pitch is going to be delivered. Looks like it was a little bit high on that one. We'll go back to this view. I like this view for the pitches. Count moves to 2-1 strike as Chase tries to take down the leadoff hitter for these Union Wildcats. Pitch is delivered. It's going to be hit to the second baseman. Bryce Crammy makes a sliding play, throws it over to first to record the first out of the game. Great play there by Crammy, ranging to his left to get that first out of the inning. Always important to get the leadoff hitter, start things off. Takes the pressure off the pitcher a little bit, and a nice defensive play helps the pitcher know that he's going to have some help tonight. Around the Dutchman infield, talk about that after this pitch as Wyrick sets up and delivers. Going to miss just a little bit outside there. At first base, you got Tucker Sassman, sophomore, second base. I believe it's Bryce Crammy, and he is a junior. Shortstop is Gabe Medlock, sophomore. Pitch is delivered. Ball's popped into right field. Weston Crammy is underneath it, and he makes the second out of the inning. So 2 quick outs here for Wyrick. It's going to help keep that pitch count down, help him go deep into this one. And then at third base for the Dutchman is Mr. Leighton Homemeyer. And rounding out the infield behind home plate, senior backstop is Chris Allen. Wyrick able to work through the windup this entire inning. First pitch is going to be a called strike. Must have gotten the outside corner there. A little help from Blue potentially on that one. I thought it was outside, but we'll take it. That one must have missed a little bit low. Chase being cognizant of the zone, trying to pound that outside corner. It's exactly what you want to see. If you're going to be able to get that as a pitcher, then that is exactly where you want to live. But likewise, batters for the Dutchman got to be prepared because Union will do the same exact thing. That one misses outside, going to move the count to 2-1. 2 outs with a 3-hole hitter up is a great spot for a defense to be, but you don't want to just give away free passes. So I bet Chase is going to bring one in right here. And he does, and it's going to be chopped right up the middle to Crammy. Crammy gets the ball, throws over to first, but Speedy is the runner in the 3-hole for these Union Wildcats. That ball was hit just high enough to where it was going to be a tough
13,
turn to get that over to first. First base runner of the night for these Wildcats sees Wyrick have to move over to the stretch. Comes set. Fair lead over at first base. We'll see if they try to test Allen behind the plate as that one misses high. Batting fourth here is Mr. Logan Hansel. This is also the pitcher. Left-handed pitcher, left-handed batter is what we're going to see out of Hansel today. See if he can help his own cause here for the... Oh, and he rakes one out to right field. But it's hit right at Weston Crammy, and the Dutchmen are going to come away out of that first inning unscathed as the Dutchmen are going to go swing the stick now in the bottom part of the inning. We do have a soccer game going on today as well, and the camera is a little bit frozen. So I'll pop over here to the soccer game from time to time. I mentioned earlier we got a little bit more funding from a couple different sources. Got somebody who made a private donation. Very thankful for that. And then also we were able to win a Casey's grant. So thank you to Casey's for a $5,000 technology grant. The way I like to do things with TV Studio is I take all those funds and I wait until the next year, and then I try to apply for a 50-50 grant. Helps us get cameras, equipment, and things that we need to be able to do these broadcasts, to be able to do the things that we do in class. So you can expect some big upgrades coming in for next year, and very, very excited and thankful for all the support for that. So for everybody that tunes in, for everybody who helps support TV Studio, we very much appreciate it. It's going to be our first look at Mr. Logan Hansel as he is warming up here. I believe he is the ace of this Union staff from what I have been told. He's got some good velocity off the mound here. And he's coming in as a lefty, which is always a tougher look for players as it seems, because they don't get to see it all that often. Nice, beautiful day out here at Dutchman Field. I'd say, without looking at the weather myself, I'm going to say it's close to 80 degrees. I'll give it a look here real quick just for historical purposes here. I mentioned earlier that the Dutchman came in on a 2-game losing streak, looking to lose that, and Google's telling me it's 77 degrees. 77 is what I'm seeing, so beautiful day for baseball today. All right, Chase comes into this one with a .389 average. He scored 10 runs and 4 RBIs for this Dutchman batting order. He'll lead things off today, and he's also on the mound as well. Chase is capable of putting one over the fence. He's got some power. I've seen him hit a couple home runs on live broadcast before. That's always exciting. But as a leadoff hitter here, he's going to try to get a good at-bat to be able to come back and give his teammates some information, and hopefully that good at-bat ends with a trip to the base paths. So we'll see how things start off here as Hansel digs in, looking to get things going. Hansel misses outside on pitch number 1. Oh! And Wyrick wears that one in the ribs. He's fine. He works his way down the baseline. That one either got him in the gut, the ribs, or in that left shoulder. Tucker Sassman steps into the plate now. Going to be a pinch runner there. It looks like Cale Walker, I believe, for pitcher Chase Wyrick. Sassman comes in leading this team in batting average, batting .486. He's made great contact this season as a sophomore. Definitely one of the building blocks for this Dutchman baseball team. Expect to see a lot of great years of baseball left out of Tucker here in the orange and black uniform. Oh, my gosh. That one is thrown behind Sassman. Cale Walker is going to be able to easily take second base. Hansel's a little bit wild here in the early going, in the first few pitches, and now the Dutchmen quickly have a runner in scoring position. They haven't even swung the bat yet. pitcher and catcher talk things over a little bit. Have to imagine that conversation is take a deep breath. You've been here before. You know what to do. And we are digging back in here with Sassman now with the runner in scoring position and a chance to take an early lead here at home for these Dutchmen. That one catches the inside part of the plate. Takes the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Sassman's seen it now. He's got to be ready to swing it. Oh, and that one catches Sassman on the left shoulder as well. He makes his way down to first base.
Now batting number 12, George Vandergriff.
First 2 batters reach base. Vandergriff comes into this one. He's got a home run on the season against Pacific at Pacific. He comes in with a .250 batting average, 5 runs scored, and 4 RBIs. Looking to add to those totals here. That one is going to be called on the outside corner. Blues given the outside corner today, so that's a nice thing for the pitchers. If I'm a high school pitcher, I'm probably living there. That's where you want to be. That one catches the middle part of the plate as Vandergrift is quickly behind 0-2. Dutchmen are threatening here in the bottom of the first. And Vandergrift watches 3 pitches called out on strikes. That's going to be the first out of the inning for
now coming to the plate, catcher,
the Dutchmen.
Chris Allen.
Bringing Chris Allen, our starting catcher. He's a senior. Chris Allen capable of some power as well. Comes in batting .256. I'm going to imagine that average is going to end a lot higher than that. Hansel starting to settle in now as he finds the inside part of the plate there to get ahead 0-1. Lead off by Walker at second. Oh!
Got him!
And Chris also gets hit, but he gets hit with a bit more of a graze than Tucker and Chase did. If I'm a batter, I want to get hit like Chris just got hit and not really so much like Tucker and Chase. They had to earn a little bit more. It's going to bring sophomore Gabe Medlock to the plate. Gabe comes into this game batting .351, and Gabe is another sophomore on this squad alongside Tucker Sassman, who brings a good glove, some pitching ability, and some ability at the plate. He's got a few sophomores, making a big impact on this Dutchman varsity roster in their sophomore season. We'll go ahead and flip over to the soccer game and see what's going on out here. As you can tell, the camera is very choppy. That's running off a wireless from, obviously, our press box here at the baseball field over to the press box on top of the press box at the football field. So, unfortunately, that's just the best we can do right now. That's all we got. But we'll flip over there from time to time. We'll have another member of our camera crew joining us after they get out of track practice. Gabe takes that ball. Had to be just a little bit high. He's ahead in the count now, 1-0. Hansel's got to throw strikes. He's got nowhere to put him. Can't afford to hit anybody either. And Gabe has that one timed up, but sends it foul back into the parking lot, hopefully not towards my car. I have to imagine, based on just what I'm seeing right now and knowing high school baseball, Hansel has to be bringing one of the better velocities that these Dutchmen have seen so far this season. That one was hit straight back to me. Make the count 1-2. In this spot, you really want to get the ball in play, obviously. It should go without being said, but got to make the defense make a play. You put the ball in play somewhere here, and people are going to be moving. Gabe's right all over it. He sends that one straight back as well. Move it to the 4th pitch of this at bat, see where that ends up. Got to keep battling here for shortstop Gabe Medlock. Bases loaded, 1 out. That one's going to miss outside and high. Move the count to 2-2. We got a good at bat here. About to see his 6th pitch of the at bat. As he fouled a few off. And he fouls another one straight back. So we'll see a 7th pitch of this at bat. You start talking about pitch counts, especially in high school baseball, and that's an important thing. As a pitcher, you want to try to retire them as quickly as possible because you've only got so many bullets that you got for the game. Hansel, I imagine, is a junior or a senior as he misses outside, moves it to a full count. So he can throw 105 pitches in this game. Depending on how their schedule shakes out, they may not want him to do that. They might be playing over the weekend. And he walks to score the first run of the game for these Dutchmen on all 3 passes. 3 hit by pitches and then a
to the plate, number 8, Leighton Holmeyer.
8-pitch walk. Great at bat there from Gabe. Leighton Holmeyer steps to the plate now, and he's swinging on the first pitch, and they're going to think about turning to second baseman. Fields it, looks at second, doesn't have a play, gets over to first, so Leighton gets a run in to make it 2-0 now for the Dutchmen, with an opportunity to do even more damage here with Henry Womack stepping up to the plate. Henry, a senior here at OHS, comes into this one batting .267 with runners on second and third, 2 outs. This could be a big at bat in this ball game. Anytime you've got 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs, those kind of at bats really impact the outcome of a ball game. And we've got one right here in the bottom of the first, and we'll see how it turns out. Womack looks at the first 2 pitches, makes the count 1-1 as we got some sirens going by. Looks like they're heading out towards Drake and the Dutch Mill. Hope everybody's all right. That one's going to miss outside. Hansel just having a hard time finding the zone here in the early going. It's played very much to the favor of the Dutchmen. That one is going to catch a lot of the plate, as it looks like my camera in the outfield died. So in between innings here, I will go out and I will change batteries. So I will leave you with the sounds of the ballpark as they punch out Womack on a pitch on the outside part of the plate. I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Leading off the second inning for the Union Wildcats, the DH, number 22, Clay Muser. Now batting number 3, Avery Young.
For the Owensville Dutchmen, Tucker Sassman for an easy 1-3 putout. So Muser retired for the first out, and he's gone on 1 pitch. Avery Young will bat now for Union. Here's Wyrick to Young. Fastball is upside, ball 1. Young batting 6th and playing center field today. He's ahead in the count 1-0. Stowe is on deck. 2-0 Dutchmen on top. Wyrick fires in and pin back for a strike. Good fastball. Young looks at it right across the belt. At the count's the other 1-1. Wyrick works quickly. He's all business on the hill. He turns and fires. And misses inside. 2-1 on Young. 333 average coming in. baseball for Wyrick as he works on Avery Young here. Pitcher turns, kicks, and delivers. Two outs in the Union second inning.
Now batting number 50, Ryan Stowe.
What?
Ball one on the seventh hitter. Snow was batting at the 3-hole early in the season and made some adjustments defensively and with the lineup, and he's been batting seventh ever since. He comes in at a 257 average.
Thank you, Mr. Erkey. I'm a little bit out of breath. I got the battery changed quickly. That was a very quick in and out by the Dutchmen, getting back out into the field to get the second inning going. Dutchman got an easy ground ball out and then a strikeout looking. Ball is chopped to Wire. He's got to make a quick throw. Ooh, it was very close. It was a great play, barehanded play there by Wyrick. Really the only thing he could do. Fires over to first, but not in time, as that runner's going to beat that one out. While I was out there, there was another fire truck that had gone by, so it must be a fire
Now
somewhere out towards
number
Drake.
15, Damon Blankenship.
If anybody finds out any more information on that, wants to put that in the chat, I would love to know. And I hope everybody's okay. All right. Chase is going to check on the runner at first, who dives in safe. Unlike the Cardinals, they don't have a limit on throwovers to first. Anybody that's a big Cardinal fan, they go into action tomorrow with a 7-5 record. Been pretty exciting to watch, and Jordan Walker's been swinging a good stick. Chris gets to challenge the runner there. The runner's going to slide in safe into scoring position at second. As pitch was taken high, it's going to be 1-0 to the batter. As Union now has their first runner in scoring position this game. We'll see how Chase responds and handles this moment. Ooh, that was a good pitch. Finds the strike zone. Moves the count to 1-1. Mentioned earlier in this broadcast, Wyrick is the ace of this Dutchman staff and has been for a few years now. Anytime he is on the mound, I think the Dutchmen have a shot to beat anybody, really. That ball is going to be smoked right up the middle to center fielder Kai Krupp, who's going to feel he's going to come up firing. It's going to be cut off by Wyrick, who is between the first base cut and home plate. This will be a single, but an RBI single here for these Union Wildcats.
Now batting number 4, Logan Calkins.
Runner on first now with 2 outs. Batting is number 4, Logan Calkins, and he is the 3-hole. No, he's the 9-hole hitter. So the 8-hole hitter comes through with the clutch RBI single to center field, extends the inning to the 9-hole batter. I have to imagine Wyrick really wants to get this out and just deal with the top half of the order at the start of next inning. Got to tip your hat to that 8-hole hitter. He sent that thing back right where it came from, right up the middle, to get the first run on the board, and that was Damon Blankenship, their catcher. Whew, Wyrick almost got the batter on that one. I'm sorry, on your guys' screen, you've got a little bit of the umpire in the way there of the batter, but I can tell you that one almost clipped the batter. Not quite. Moves the count to 2-1. Wyrick digs in here against the 9-hole hitter. Logan Calkins. Misses outside, moves the count to 3-1. Got a nice breeze today. Ooh. Oh, no, you got to check that one. That was a swing. I would check that one. Oh, my. Okay. All right, so that one's going to work in the favor of the Wildcats. Check swing is called a check swing and not a swing. It's going to bring the leadoff hitter, Zach Voss, the right fielder, back up to the plate.
Zach Voss.
And he's got a chance to do some damage here and then pass it off over to the middle heart of this order as the Wildcats have runners on first and second, trailing by just one. Wyrick comes set, looks at the runner at second, ready to deliver here. He's going to miss outside on that one. Set back up here. Wyrick comes set. He's going to miss high and outside on that one. Quickly falls behind 2-0 to the leadoff hitter. And I think Chris has said we need to go talk this over a little bit. Catcher goes out to talk to Wyrick. Got to calm him down here a little bit, Chris. I was a catcher in high school, and I always enjoyed these trips to the mound. Talk to my pitcher a little bit. And if I wasn't pitching, or if I wasn't catching, I was pitching. And I seemed to like it a little less when my catcher came to talk to me versus whenever I went to go talk to my pitcher. Usually if the catcher came to talk to me, it was because I was in a pickle. All right. Wyrick settles back in here. 2-0 count. Comes set. Delivery. Misses outside again. So he's missing in the same spot. Looks like his release point might just be a little bit early. Got to finish down the mound here. Get back in this count. Otherwise, we got 2 runners in scoring position. Union a good chance to take the lead. Chase finds that one. I'm going to guess that was a take all the way by the right fielder, Zach Voss. He's taking his path to the bases any way he can get it. Which with a 3-0 count, wanted to run a pitcher's pitch count up here in high school baseball. I don't blame him. And that one finds the zone as well as it is fouled back. So he's ran it to a full count here. Tough one to lose for Wyrick after taking it to a full count. So hopefully he can finish the job here. On the flip side, Voss wants to find his way on, extend the inning for his buddies. Wyrick delivers. It's going to be a good battle here from Voss as he fouls that one off to the back net. Take this to a 7-pitch at bat here. Dutchman had a 7-pitch at bat in the bottom half of the first from Gabe Medlock. The Wildcats are getting one here at the top of the second from their leadoff hitter, Zach Voss. Wyrick delivers. Oh! They're going to be saved by a check swing twice this inning, it looks like. Voss was, they're going to call it a check swing again. And now we've got a conversation. Umpires a little bit not happy with some of the chatter coming from the Dutchman dugout after 2 questionable calls on check swings. And they're still chatting a little bit about it. You know, I've always thought this. You go to a basketball game, and what a coach is able to get away with in a basketball game is far different than what a coach is able to get away with in a baseball game. Basketball games are very intense. Chase has got to find the zone here. Now he's in the same situation Hansel was in the bottom of the first with the bases loaded and struggling to throw strikes. And Coach Kemp is going to call timeout and go out and talk to his ace pitcher on the mound here as the infield comes in, have a little discussion. We've got an exciting one here in the early going. Both teams putting a few runs on the board, but both teams also benefiting from some walks, hit by pitches. Pitcher wants a new ball, maybe, it looks like here. Is that what I'm seeing? All right. Well, as you can tell by the shot on your screen right now, it is absolutely a beautiful day outside. I hope people have gotten to take advantage of this weather. It's a great day for a ball game. If you want to come out to the ballpark, you can certainly come out here. We do have a soccer game happening, and that camera is still, well, it's trying to feed, but it's not able to give us much. So, as I mentioned earlier, next year we are investing for our broadcasts into some much higher quality wireless transmitters and receivers. I'm really excited to get those in next year and get our hands on those to use in our broadcast, and I think it'll make a big difference. So as you tune in next year, you'll get to see some improvements, and that's the goal. The goal is always to keep improving, and that is what we will strive to do. Mr. Chris Waymeyer is over at the soccer game filming today. Oh, that one is off the hands, hit to center field. Kai Krupp comes charging in. He got it. Wow, with a sliding catch. He got a little bit of a late break on it, but he's able to come in. That saved at least 2 runs. That 100% would have plated 2 if he doesn't come away with that. But not only did he catch it, but he came up and showed it very, very quickly, because from here, I had no clue if he caught it or not. But with the way he bounced up right off the bat, umpire had seen enough. Which that works out really well for the Dutchmen, because that avoided a big inning. And that is my fault. I bumped my scoreboard cam here as we head to the bottom half of this second inning. The Dutchmen lead by a score of 2-1. All right, we are back here for the bottom of the second inning. Gentleman who made the great defensive play, Kai Krupp, is up to bat now. He offered to bunt at the first one, was unable to get it down, and then swung away there at that second one. He's quickly found himself in the count 0-2, and he takes ball outside. Hansel now in his second inning of work. Struggled hitting a few batters in the first inning. Walked a run in. And Dutchmen are trying to capitalize and get some more this inning, but that's not going to do it from Krupp as he strikes out on 4 pitches. So great job, tip your hat there to Hansel. And that's going to bring Weston Crammy up to the plate. Weston, a junior here at OHS. He comes into the game struggling at the plate a little bit this season, batting .083, scoring 3 runs. First pitch is going to be right down central. He's seen one now, and he's going to have to square one up. Oh, and he does. He shoots it right over to the second baseman, but the second baseman gobbles it up and is able to retire him at first for the second out of the inning, as it appears that Hansel's having a quick inning now.
Now coming to the plate, pitcher Chase Wyrick.
Dutchmen make it back to the top of the lineup now. Chase Wyrick digs back in, and last half inning, the Dutchmen got 2 quick outs. Chase swings at the first pitch. But the Dutchmen got 2 quick outs last half inning, and then the last out took a while and gave up a run before they got there as Hansel gets an off-speed pitch to settle into the outside part of the strike zone here. Chase finds himself quickly behind 0-2. That one's up and in. Make the count 1-2. Top of the order here with Wyrick trying to get things started back up again. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And a quick inning of work there for Mr. Logan Hansel. A quick one there for the Union Wildcats. Got some folks out there. You can kind of see them in the corner of your right part of your screen, setting up with some lawn chairs to be able to watch baseball game here. That's one of my favorite places to sit. I bring my children, Wes and Thea, up here, and we sit out there and bring our bikes, our gloves, and we watch the game if I'm not broadcasting. It's a good spot to watch from. It's kind of fun to see the game from that perspective. This ballpark has been here now for, I believe, 7 years. But in its first season that we were supposed to play here, we got 2 weeks into practice. I was the head coach at the time, and COVID struck. Had to send the kids home. And we didn't know it at the time, but we never got to come back that season. Shout out to those seniors that year, led by Trevor Abernathy. It was a fun group, one that I'm sad that we didn't get to see how it turned out.
Off top of the
They were a
third
great
for
group
the
of ball
Union
players.
Wildcats, number 11, Timmy Persky.
All right, the 3-hole hitter now digs in for these Union Wildcats, Mr. Timmy Persky. He is the second baseman. He's going to send that first one back towards the football field for a foul ball. Looks like Dutchmen are sending somebody to go chase that one. Looks like it's Big Elmo is what they call him. Big Elmo going to get the foul ball on that one. And Wyrick digs back in. Ahead in the count here, 0-1. Delivers. Throws an off-speed pitch that floats right in there. It's going to be 0-2 to the 3-hole hitter. Be great to get the leadoff hitter this inning as we're right in the heart of this lineup. It looks like the soccer game is a lot smoother now. So what do you know? When we go to the baseball game, the soccer game starts running smoother. I wouldn't say technology is against us, but it feels that way. All right. Wyrick digs in with a 1-2 count here. That one is going to be shot down the third base line, but that's going to be foul, landing somewhere near the batting cage. Got a beautiful batting cage here at this baseball field as well. Lots of space, able to utilize it during practice a lot. It's a great spot to go take some hacks before and after a game. Wyrick misses high and outside, taking the count to 2-2. We got a good battle here between the third 3-hole hitter here for the Union Wildcats. Quickly got behind 0-2, but he's hit a few foul balls and worked to a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch, and a nice breaking ball is going to get him swinging for the first out of the inning for Mr. Wyrick.
Now batting for the Union Wildcats.
That's exactly what you're hoping to see.
Pitcher Logan Hansel.
We do have this view here behind home plate. I should have somebody coming to work this camera here in just a little bit, but they're not here yet. Wyrick delivers. Ooh, he's going to get that outside plate. I would live there. That's the spot to live. The 0-1 here for Wyrick. That one's going to be ripped between the first and second baseman out to right field, where Weston Crammy settles down and fields the ball. It's going to give a runner on first here as Hansel, the
Now
pitcher,
batting DH number 22,
got the hit.
User.
But he's going to be pinch ran for by number 18. Not sure who that exactly is, but he wasn't in the starting lineup, so I don't have those names. Runner on first here now as number 22, the DH Clay Muser digs in. But first we're going to have a check on the runner over at first. He slides in safely. Wyrick trying to see if he's alive and into the game coming off the bench. Thank you. Wyrick generates a swing and a miss from the DH there. And the runner on first base, I've been given a roster here, is Tiago Dawson. He's a sophomore. And he gets checked on again by Mr. Wyrick. I don't know if I've ever met anybody personally named Tiago, but I like the name. Wyrick delivers. He's going to miss high. Make the count 1 ball, 1 strike here. Checks on the runner, comes set. Wyrick delivers. He's going to miss outside. Chris cannot get a handle on it as he wanted to try to throw down to second base. But Tiago is in safely as Union now has the tying run in scoring position. Wyrick delivers. He's going to find the strike zone there with that one. Even the count up at 2-2. Strikeout here would be huge. Keep the runner from advancing. High school baseball, more pass balls or wild pitches than maybe. Oh, strike. He drops in an off-speed pitch. Oh, man, if I was a high school umpire and one of the batters started tapping the top of their helmet like they wanted it to be challenged, like you see in the major leagues now, I would imagine you're going to see some high school umpires take offense to that at some point, as that one fell right there in the inner part of the strike zone. And I've got my seniors here to help work on the camera down below.
Right. Yo, Holly Mae and Jenna Mae in the house. What is up, yo?
All right. So, wow, I didn't know that I was going to get the DJ introduction here from Hallie and Jenna. Just to give you guys a little insight, Hallie Engelbrecht is a senior. She shows up with swimming goggles because they're in a game right now called Senior Assassins. And she can't get hit by a water gun, so they have to wear swimming goggles. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. Pitch is taken to the helmet by number 3, and that did not look like it felt good. That is never what you want to see. I'm going to mute myself for just a moment so I can help our camera people that just showed up, and I will be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will have another camera angle now that we have not had during this game, and I'm excited to have that. Oh, and the runners are going oh! So that's a tough spot. Really the only thing Allen can do as a catcher is go through the batter. Allen trying to say that the batter was in his way, but if you don't throw it, it don't matter. Batter did kind of back up. I don't think it was intentional by any means. But it's going to advance the runners with 2 outs here. Right before I went off to talk to my camera people, the runner that's on second now, he got hit right in the ear hole with a fastball. And I'm glad to see that he is okay because that could have gone not as well as it did. Wyrick floats in an off-speed pitch that does not catch the upper part of the zone. It's going to move the count to 2 balls and 1 strike now. Ryan Stowe, the left fielder, has an opportunity to tie it or take the lead here for Union, as Wyrick is going to miss high again. And on deck is going to be Damon Blankenship, who had the first RBI of this game in the last inning. So we'll see if it gets to that point, and if it does, if Blankenship delivers again. Wyrick comes set, a 3-1 count, and he's going to get a ground ball to Medlock at short. Medlock sets and fires across the diamond, fires a strike to keep Union threat from scoring there at the top of the third. Dutchmen will move to the bottom of the third to hit. And this is going to be the new camera that you'll get to see. I'm going to give them a little bit of direction so they know what they're doing. All right, so they are just getting this camera dialed in now. You're going to get a good shot here at Logan Hansel, the pitcher for Union. Seems to be a pretty good hurler for these Wildcats. Got a lefty, brings in some good velocity, and has some good off-speed pitches. Dutchmen were fortunate to get some free passes from him in the first inning that helped get those 2 runs, as that was all the Dutchmen were able to get here in the first 2. And we are ready for some more action here.
Coming to the plate for your Dutchman, number 24, Tucker Sassman.
Tucker Sassman, the Dutchman with the best batting average on this squad. He heads to the box, and he will look to get things started off. He took a pitch off the front shoulder as he shoots that one through the gap. Great job by the sophomore. Comes in 2 at-bats on base both times. One by hit by a pitch, one by just going with what the pitcher gives him and shooting it through the gap between first and second base. Gotta love that. You see George Vandegrift stepping in here. George saw 3 pitches last time up, and he didn't swing at any of them and struck out looking. So hoping to be a little more dialed in this time around, as he's got a runner on first. He showed bunt, and that one's going to go into right field, and Tucker is going to take off. Oh, and he keeps going. He's going to get the third on this one as it got past the right fielder. Oh, we might have a play. Oh, nope. More bobbling around the field by the Wildcats. So catcher throws down behind the runner, Tucker Sassman. Throws it low, gets past the first baseman, and then as it's trickling into right field, it gets past the right fielder, Zach Voss. Tucker Sassman wasn't really prepared for the miss out in right field, so he stopped at second, and then he had to get going again. Then they had a chance to get him at third maybe, but then the exchange between Voss and their second baseman, Timmy Perschke, was dropped. And we're left with a runner at third base. George Vandegrift up in a 2-0 count. He showed bunt a couple times. He's going to swing at that one and miss. Take the count to 2-1. We just need some contact here, George. What you got, man? Almost going to miss outside, take the count to 3-1. Chris Allen, Sr., looming on deck. Very good contact hitter, so I have to imagine George reaches. They better be ready to run. And he is going to reach, as Hansel's inability to find the strike zone sneaks up and gets him again.
Now batting catcher, number 22, Chris Allen.
Chris Allen stepping to the plate now, Sr. We'll see what Chris is able to do here in a big spot. First and third. First off, you got to wonder, is Coach going to send the runner on first? Knowing Coach Kemp, oftentimes the Dutchmen are quick to run. I'll try to get you to this view if we do have a runner. But first, we're going to get a timeout here from Union. This would be a great opportunity to go to this camera with Hallie and Jenna. Hallie and Jenna are two seniors here at OHS, both in my TV studio class. They definitely know how to make me laugh in class. There's no shortage on the jokes in TV studio class, that's for sure. It's a fun class. As you see Union coming together there for a quick mound visit from their coach. Union head coach. It's not the same as whenever I was coaching. It used to be Ryan Bailey, but now it is Mr. Derek Morgan. I assume that's who was out on the mound, but he could have been one of his assistants. Allen digs back in, and that one's going to be shot right back. As I mentioned earlier, Allen is a good contact hitter, and I very much expect to see this ball put into play somewhere unless he gets walked. It counts 1-1 right now. Hansel comes set. In the delivery, Chris is going to watch that one, take it to a 1-2 count. Allen's going to dig back in here in a big spot to get the Dutchman another run here. And he shoots it right back up the middle, and that's going to get the job done as Vandergrift's going to have to stop on second base. Sassman comes in to score, and the Dutchmen take a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the third, still threatening with no outs. Runners on first and second. Liam Rasmussen's going to enter this game to run for Chris Allen. Liam Rasmussen's a busy guy between dual sporting with baseball and track. He's also a wrestler and a football player. So he's busy all year round. And that one's going to be a bunt that gets down. Hansel's got nobody at first base, and Medlock is going to beat that out. And what is happening? Oh, my gosh. And the Dutchmen give him an absolute gift. Why did George get sent? That is not what you wanted to see. And they really let Union off the hook there. Wow, they just ran themselves right into an out. Very, very unfortunate for the Dutchmen. Be curious as to what happened on that one. Oh, and that one's going to be shot up the middle. It's going to be easy there for the shortstop. Umpires having a bit of a power trip out there. My goodness. All right, I'll try to break down what just happened for you. It looked like there was, now Coach Kemp is going to get a little bit of discussion in here. Really what happened was they got the out at second. It was a good play by the shortstop. Tried to turn the double play. Ball was thrown in the dirt a little bit. And when it was thrown in the dirt, Brandon Howard, the first base coach for the Dutchmen, I guess he called him safe. And I think the umpire got a little frustrated that a coach called him safe. But I think he was just talking to his player. The umpire had a little bit of words for Mr. Howard, who I think had a little bit of frustration built up from earlier on some check swing calls. And now that has led us to a conversation here with Coach Kemp and the umpires. So that's my breakdown. And now the Dutchmen are left with runners on first and third with 2 outs. And we'll see how long this discussion takes. That was Leighton Homeyer that just hit that ground ball, and it's going to bring Henry Womack up. One thing to take into consideration here is if I'm Logan Hansel, I just want to get back on the mound and pitch. I don't want these stoppages in the middle of an inning like this. I don't even really know what the conversation here is about. Field umpire is smiling now.
Now batting for the Dutchman, number 4, Henry Womack.
And here we go. Senior Henry Womack has done a dig in now. We got Hansel on the mound. Shot here from Hallie. We'll go back to our outfield cam. I love this shot. That one's going to find the inside part of the plate. Get Hansel ahead in the count. 0-1. Womack, the senior, Going to have to come through with some solid contact here. Clutch moment. He jumps on that one and sends it foul, and it's caught by the first base net behind the dugout, saving a car from a potential broken windshield. Looks like the soccer game is actually running very smooth now. You see the Dutch girls soccer team playing California, and Womack is going to strike out on 3 pitches, gets them out of the inning, and I can't help but say that the Dutchman kind of let him off the hook there with running into an out at home plate. The bunt that led to the out at home, very interesting. So clutch hitting there from the Dutchman to get the 1 run across. Tucker Sassman, the sophomore, was the lone Dutchman to score that inning. As you see Chase Wyrick coming out to the mound for his 4th inning of work with his battery mate, Christopher Allen. If you're tuned in watching from home, let me know how the cameras look from home. Let me know how the overlays look. Let me know how the audio sounds. That's what we're always trying to take a look at and see how it's going. I'm very surprised that now for some reason the soccer game has started running a little bit more smoothly. I believe the Dutch girls are playing the California Pintos this afternoon, and we will have a live broadcast of a soccer game later this season as well. We always try to do all the sports if we can. The only sport we have not figured out how to do yet is golf. A little challenging to live broadcast a golf meet whenever you have the setup that a high school TV studio program has. Looks like something might have happened there as a goal. All right, Wyrick settles in. First pitch is going to be swung on and missed. We got a good ball game here. Union comes in with a great record here and definitely probably the favorites in this one. But the Dutchmen aren't worried about who's the favorite. They're just going to come out and play, and that's what they're doing. Dutchmen are having no luck on check swing challenges here. Make the count 1-1, I think. No, it was 0-2. I guess they did call that a strike, and that was a strikeout looking as Wyrick is able to fan the opening batter of the inning, and that's going to bode well for the Dutchman.
Union Wildcats number 4, Logan Calkins.
See Chase Wyrick on the mound there. Comes set. He's in his delivery. He's going to miss low. Going to miss low there. Take the count to 2-0. Want to definitely find a way to find the zone here. Don't want to lose the batter. That one's going to be hit to right center. And Weston had it on his glove, but was not able to make the catch. And that's going to be a double. It's going to be an E9. That's going to result in the runner, number 4, Logan Calkins, the 9-hole hitter at second base. And that's got to be one that Weston Crammy would want back. But that's how it happens sometimes. Now we're back to the top of the order with the leadoff hitter, Zach Voss, the right fielder, looking to atone for that error made in right field last inning. Voss squared to bunt. Did not get a bunt down. Pulled back as the pitch was taken outside for a ball. Voss digs back in. You can see the runner on second there. That's Calkin. Wyrick decided to check on the runner there. Calkin, he's not really too far off. Gabe is doing a good job covering. With a left-handed batter up, probably not as worried about getting to cover that left side of the field. Batter might pull it. and he's going to take that one right down central for a strike. Even the count here at 1-1. See the defensive positioning here, shaded just a little bit to the pool side for the center fielder, Kai Krupp. And shows bunt again, pulls back. Calkin get a good secondary lead. I think Chris gave him a little bit of a look. Moves the count to 2-1. Wyrick comes set, looks at his runner at second. Gabe's right on the bag. Oh, he throws one right down central. A heater. Takes the count to 2-2. A strikeout would be huge here. That would be just what the doctor ordered with a runner on second. Last inning, Wyrick was able to do just that. In comes set. Delivery. That one's going to be shot down the third base line. Foul. Very close as the batter was just a little bit behind that one. Interestingly enough, just by the defensive positioning right now, the left fielder, I would say, is playing maybe even a little bit for a pull for a right-handed hitter or more straight up. And the center fielder, Kai Krupp, he is playing shaded to right field. There's a gigantic gap in left center. That would be where the Dutchmen do not want to see it hit. And it's not going to be hit there because it was swung on and missed and corralled by Chris Allen for the second out of the inning. Wyrick gets a big strikeout on that one.
Now coming to the plate, number 10, Brody Akins.
Brody Akins is now up to plate. The two-hole hitter here. With an opportunity to pull the Union Wildcats to within one run on a base hit. And he shoots one right in the hole. The pitcher's not going to be able to cover in time. Pitcher's going to have to turn and look. So the only thing that could have happened better there would have been Wyrick getting off the mound quicker to get over to first base on that ball that was hit deep in the hole to the first baseman. Wyrick just not able to cover the bag in time to get the speedy
11,
Brody Atkins. So now we're in a first and third situation. If I was a betting man, I would bet that Union is going to steal with Akins. He's got some speed. So I'm going to guess we see the steal. I would bet Allen does not throw down with a runner on third, but we will see. Guess it depends on the jump. And there he goes. Pitch is taken as a ball. Allen comes up firing, but right back to Chase Wyrick. So essentially, just like I said, they were conceding that runner to not throw down to second to set up for potentially the runner on third to come home. So now with runners on second and third, a base hit here by Persky. The three-hole hitter could tie this ball game up. Wyrick throws a good off-speed pitch there. Even the count up at 1-1. I mentioned earlier, I feel like any time, and I'm sorry, I just bumped my own camera, my scoreboard camera. I'll have to fix that in a moment. It's unfortunate. It's pretty close. Wyrick barely misses on that one. Was very close. But close is not good. Not good enough. Wyrick comes set. Wyrick deals. That one's going to be in there for a strike. Even the count back up at 2-2. Batter looks a little bit okay with trying to take pitches here. That one was close. It looked like he kind of tried to lean into it a little bit. All right. Here's a big pitch right here in this game. Oh, batter thought about it. Was able to hold. And now we've got a big payoff pitch coming here with a 3-2 count in the top of the fourth with runners on second and third. 2 outs. This is a big spot for the pitcher and the batter. Who's going to come away with a win from this one? What do you say, Chase? Dropping a big off-speed pitch. And he delivers, is off speed. It's going to catch the corner. Strike 3. Wyrick gets out of it with the 3-hole hitter, Pershke, left watching. Wow, we've got one. That's exciting here today, ladies and gentlemen. Each inning has had a little bit of something to be excited about from both teams. Dutchmen are going to head into the bottom of the 4th with a 3-1 lead. All right, Kai Krupp is going to lead things off here for the Dutchmen in this inning. I will get your guys a scoreboard fixed there in just a moment. Kai's going to take that one a little high and inside. See Kai's stats there on screen right now. Take that one right down central, though. It's going to take the count to 1-1. Hansel back out for his 4th inning of work here. He's done a great job on the mound himself so far. And Kai Krupp's going to hit that one to left field. Left fielder is going to be camped under it. He's going to make the play for the first out of the inning. Trying to get this scoreboard fixed here for you all.
Now coming to the plate, number 6, Weston Crammy.
Crammy comes to the mound, or comes to the batter's box here. He made an error last inning out in right field. All right, Crammy batting 9-hole for the Dutchman here. He's going to take that one outside. Hansel comes set, delivers, and Weston shoots that one straight back. I don't know the exact numbers right now. I'd be interested to know how many pitches Chase Wyrick is at, with it being a conference game. 79 is what Crystal tells me here. 79 pitches. Got to imagine Coach Kemp is going to let him have this game, meaning that he could throw up to 105, would be my guess. I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again, so it's certainly possible. Here comes the pitch. It's going to miss outside. As Crammy, the 9-hole hitter, has brought it to a full count and fouls another one off. A great battle here from Crammy, the 9-hole hitter, trying to find some way to reach base. You see, they're set up with him to not pull the ball. Infield straight up, outfield set up for him to be behind. That ball's going to be hit right to the third baseman. He juggles it a little bit, but not enough to give Crammy enough time to reach. So we're going to take that to the top of the order now with 2 outs for the Dutchman. Chase Crosby comes in to hit.
Now coming to the plate, number 23, Chase Wyrick.
Chase Wyrick comes to the plate, trying to help his own cause. He is the pitcher for these Dutchmen, and he is got a 3-1 lead to work with as Hansel just misses on that one. That one was close. Misses again. Wyrick is digging into the box here. Comes set. Hansel delivers, and he was waiting on a fastball that time, you could tell, and he ripped. Fouled it straight back to the net. Gonna make the count 2 balls and 1 strike here for Wyrick with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Dutchmen leading 3-1. Hansel comes set. He delivers. Wyrick, another big swing. That time he doesn't catch the baseball at all. 2-2 count, and Hansel's working on a quick inning of work here. Wyrick is going to find a hole out there, a little bloop that falls in shallow right center. It's going to land Wyrick on first, and he is going to be pinch ran for here. It's going to be Tucker Sassman coming up to bat. He's been on base both of his trips so far. Tucker reached by getting hit by a pitch in the 1st inning, and then last inning, he reached with a base hit. We've got pinch runner now at first for Wyrick, as he does not have to run with. That ball's going to be hit up the middle for another base hit. Tucker Sassman is just a hit machine. As Walker slides into second, there was a force-out opportunity there, and he was able to get in there. Sassman 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch in this game. He is just a monster at the plate right now, probably pushing his batting average over to 500 for the season. He's really seen the ball well this year. Exciting to see from the sophomore, as he's put in a lot of work. Hansel misses high. Be a swing and a miss there from the now batting Vandergrift. Sorry, I'm talking to one of my cameramen.
I need this. I already have an SD card, so.
2 balls, 1 strike here on George Vandergrift. Pretty big spot with runner in scoring position here. Hansel was able to get the first 2 batters quickly. He's got Vandergrift now to a 2-2 count, trying to put him away. It's a big pitch right here. Vandergrift shoots that one down the line to the JV Wildcats sitting on the hill right in front of the netting. As Miss Eli told me earlier, Wyrick is sitting at around 79 pitches, if not right on 79, as Vandergrift is going to strike out there. With him on 79 pitches, if he's lucky, he's got 2 innings left in him, and probably in a more realistic situation, it's going to be 1 and some change. As we can see our camera crew here, Jenna and Hallie, are trying to find something to focus on. What are they going to give us? We'll see what they come up with. The camera's focus is grabbing the netting right now, and it has not grabbed the players yet. That's one problem that you have when you're trying to do a baseball game. The way they could fix this is by zooming in or out, but you do get a kind of interesting shot here with the players there with that that blur that you're going to see because of the focus on the netting. So kind of a cool shot, but we'll go out here and check, see how Wyrick looks warming up. Hopefully warming up for a nice, quick 1-2-3 inning for the Dutchmen here. We will see. All right. The pitcher for Union, Hansel, is leading things off here, trying to help out his own cause. Pitch misses outside. Wyrick is running out of ammunition here. He's only got so many pitches left. Want to see how deep he can get into this thing as he's working here at the top of the fifth. That one, whoa, wow. That one was ripped down the first base line right at his on-deck batter. His on-deck batter barehanded it. Hit right at him, barehanded it on one hop. Wyrick digs in here, 1-1. Going to find the bottom part of the strike zone there. That's a good pitcher's pitch. You want to live right there. It's a tough spot for a hitter and a great spot for a pitcher. As you see, this camera now has caught up with what's going on here. Wyrick is delivering. Ooh, just missed outside on that one. Hansel, the 4-hole hitter here, trying to get things started here in the top of the fifth. Hansel is able to hold up on that one. Going to make it a 6-pitch at bat here at least, taking Wyrick to 85. Pitch 85 right here. Be a 7-pitch at bat. Great battle here by Hansel. Probably knows that the deeper the battle, the less amount of time Wyrick will last in this one. Pitch number 86 coming up here from Wyrick. He's only got 105. That one is swung on and missed. It was in the ground. Blocked by catcher Chris Allen. Comes up, fires a strike over to first base. 87 pitch ends in a strikeout from Wyrick, getting the opposing starting pitcher Logan Hansel out. All right, Wyrick hoping to have a 1-2-3 inning here. I don't think he's had one yet. We'll see. Got to get number 2 first. That one's going to find the strike zone on pitch number 88. If I seem annoying counting these pitches, it's because I want to know where we're standing at. That one's going to be swung on and missed to make it 0-2. Good efficient at bat here. Could retire the batter on a strikeout at pitch number 90. That one is not going to do it as 22. Mr. Clay Muser is able to foul that one off. Wyrick looks in, gets his sign. He'll stay here for this pitch. Pitch is shot foul out into the parking lot down the first base line. You got to wonder who are the Dutchmen going to go with after Wyrick. Obviously, a very important game here, being a conference game. There's a team with a very good record as Union coming in here. Oh, and he got him swinging on a oopsie swing, I think, on pitch number 92.
Now coming to the plate.
Knowing Coach Kemp, 92 pitches. If he doesn't get this guy out in a few pitches, I bet he goes with a new pitcher to start the next inning. I know that Coach Kemp doesn't really like bringing people in the middle of innings or batters if necessary, if he can avoid it. That was pitch 93 there. 2 outs. Coming here to the 6-hole hitter, Avery Young. That one's not going to be able to find the zone on pitch 94. I believe Wyrick's got about 11 more pitches to play with here before he has spent. Winds up and delivers, and that one is going to be taken outside. Run the count to 3 balls and 1 strike, or 2 and 1. Dutchmen come into this game having just lost a conference game to Sullivan. Would love to come away with a win here. It's going to take it to 3-1. Let the defense play here. I don't think we've had a 1-2-3 inning yet. We're on the cusp of one right here. We've got to throw a strike. And the delivery finds the strike zone there to make it 2-3-2. We got a payoff pitch coming up. Who wins the battle here? Is it Young or Wyrick? And he gets some jam to the second baseman, Bryce Cram. He comes up, throws to first, and that is going to do it for a 1-2-3 inning. Wyrick gets through 5, giving up 1 run so far. He's got a few bullets left. We'll have to see if Coach Kemp decides to run him back out to start next inning or if his day on the mound is complete. I look down to the bullpen. Looks like they've got a couple kids in there. I don't know if they're warming up. We'll have to see. I'm excited to know. Move back over to the soccer field. We can see the football field. Looks like they might be in between games or something like that right now. I haven't gotten a – nope, they're definitely playing right now. I haven't gotten a final score on the soccer game. Do we know, Coach? Are they 2-1, the visitors, the California Pintos. So sounds like it was a competitive game over there this afternoon. Come out and see Dutch girl soccer players out on campus later this season. Give you a little insight here as to what the schedule looks like for the Dutchmen. Obviously, we've got Union right now. Next week, we will travel to Herman, and that will be our next game, and it is another conference game. And the next weekend, the Dutchmen will be playing in a wood bat tournament. They've done that the last few years, and I know that they have a lot of good memories and a lot of fun playing down there. So I know Coach Kemp loves taking the guys down there. As far as Union is concerned, I've mentioned they've come into the season with a pretty good record, this game with a pretty good record. They come in 8-4 with their most recent games against Washington and Herman. They beat Washington 11-0, and they went to Herman and beat Herman 22-0. I think Herman's a little bit down this year in baseball, but that's a pretty lopsided victory there earlier this week on Tuesday. So Union traveled to Herman to beat Herman 22-0, and we played at home against Sullivan on Tuesday and lost 10-2. Dutchmen are battling in this one,
For the Dutchmen.
and Union brings out a new pitcher.
Chris Allen.
We're going to bring Chris Allen, our starting catcher, to the plate here. 27 is pitching for Union. Oh. Chris behind the count 0-1. Gets another ball here to even things up 1-1. 27 for Union is Tucker Lemons. He's a senior. This is a pitcher and an outfielder. Falls behind 2-1 here. Mr. Lemons. Let's see what he's got this game here. Chris sends one out to right center. Looks like it might hang up, but it might go deep. Right fielder makes a good play on the ball. Had to travel to his right and had to drift back a little bit on that one to retire Dutchman catcher Chris Allen, get the first out of the inning for Mr. Tucker Lemons. It's always nice as the the first relief pitcher to come in and be able to retire the first batter. So we'll see how Lemons settles in after that one. I'm sure that was a sigh of relief as he saw that one fall into the glove of his right fielder. Quickly gets ahead on Medlock here, 0-1. Right fielder who made that play for Union is their leadoff hitter, Zach Voss. Good play ranging to his right. Here comes the pitch. Gabe stepped out on that one, took a pretty big swing and a pitch low in the zone, made the count 1-2. Lemons delivers. Was going to be hit foul down the third base line. Got to get some more effort from Coach Kemp down there. He didn't even try to field that one. Kemp was the guy, whenever I was coaching, he just let a ground ball go right by him in the coach's box. I'm like a hungry dog out there. I'm ready to, as Medlock is retired on a strike 3 looking. But there was also one time that I tried to make a diving play in the coach's box, and I looked like an absolute fool, and Coach Kemp never let me hear the end of it. He said, that's why I never do that. So I always say you win some, you lose some. It's all the same to me. Pitch is delivered from Lemons and just missed the inside part of the plate. Holmeyer batting now, the third baseman for the Dutchman. Lemons is dancing around the zone, but not finding it. Those first 2 pitches. Holmeyer's making him work. That one he misses high, falls behind 3-0. First 2 pitches were definitely close. Lemons is trying to fight back here, have a 1-2-3 inning of his own. Finds it there for sure. Move it to a 3-1 count here for Holmeyer. Holmeyer sends that one to right field, but it is right at the leadoff hitter, Mr. Zach Voss. He retires 2 that inning. It is a 1-2-3 inning. Had a lot of traffic on the base pass in the early game, and the last couple half innings have been pretty quiet. So we'll be right back at the top of the 6th. All right, we come here into the top of the 6th inning by our count. We got Wyrick at 96 or 97 pitches, somewhere around there, which means he's got a cap of 105. Once you hit 105, you cannot start another batter after it, but you can finish the batter that you're on. Now, that rule applies to juniors and seniors. If you are younger than a junior or senior, you only get 95. Chase Wyrick knows the assignment as he works ahead early here to the 7-hole hitter, Ryan Stowe. Wants to try to get a quick out. Gets a swing and a miss on pitch number 99. Can he put him away on pitch number 100? We will see. He doesn't look like he's worn down any on the mound. As a senior, he's trained for this. That ball's going to be chopped to second baseman Bryce Crammy. It's going to put him away on 3 pitches. So pitch number 100 results in a ground out to the second baseman. Chris Allen, good job hustling down the line as the catcher trying to back up the throw. Brings the 8-hole hitter Damon Blankenship, the catcher, to the plate. Had a big hit early in the game. He is responsible for the only RBI for these Union Wildcats. Chase Wyrick knows the assignment, comes firing. He knows that he's only got so many bullets left. Delivers. And he gets strike 2. Well, he's got 2 pitches here. If he can get the batter out in 2 pitches by our count, he can start the third batter. We'll see. Here it comes. This is a big pitch right here. Oh, just missed outside. That was a good 0-2 pitch. You don't want to serve up a meatball. That was a good spot to spot that fastball, try to garner a swing and a pitch just out of the zone. This is a big pitch right here to see if he can start the next batter. That's going to be chopped to the third baseman, Holmeyer Fields. Throws across the diamond and gets the out. By my count, he's at 104, but I might be off because Coach Kemp is coming out to talk. Coach Kemp is coming out to talk. I don't know if he's got another, if he's done. Looks like he might be done. He might have hit 105 there. We might have been off by a number. It's a great outing by Wyrick, though. 5 2/3 inning. Gave up 1 run. Great outing by senior Chase Wyrick at his last conference tilt here against Union Wildcats. You love to see that. And it looks to me, I'm guessing, are we seeing Gabe? Oh, okay. Tucker Sassman, the sophomore, who's been on base every at bat so far. He's just going to do a straight swap over there with Chase Wyrick. Chase Wyrick goes over to play first. When Chase is not pitching, we see him play first. We see him play third. He's really a corner infielder from what we've seen so far. And Tucker is sort of in the same position. I've seen him play third, I've seen him play first, and I've seen him do a little pitching for these Dutchmen. So we'll see if Union's able to time up the sophomore. We'll probably get several looks at Tucker Sassman over the course of the next couple years, I imagine. I feel like Sassman is competitive out there no matter what he's doing. He's going to be competitive in the field, on the mound, and in the box. We've seen him compete in the box today, going 2 for 2, a couple singles, and he got hit by a pitch in the first inning to start things off. In fact, him and Wyrick will both be sporting shoulder bruises tomorrow as Hansel hit them as the first 2 batters of the game.
Batter coming to plate, number 4, Logan Calkins.
First batter that he will have to face is the 9-hole hitter, Logan Calkins, their first baseman. He comes in with nobody on base and 2 outs. Probably the most ideal situation you can enter a ball game as a reliever. So Chase did a good job of handing the reins off in a good situation here. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be ripped down the third base line. Calkins looks like he's got him timed up pretty good. We'll see what Sassman can do here on his first batter of work. Gets ahead in the count 0-1. Next pitch is going to be low and outside as that ball skipped before it got to the left-handed batter's box. Union's down to their final 4 outs, and they need to get across 2 runs, and that is going to help as that ball is served into right center. Crammy tracks it down, but not before Calkins is going to get a double as he strolls into second base. It's going to take it back to the top of the lineup. Mr. Zach Voss, the right fielder, made a couple of great plays out there in right field last inning, including one where he was ranging to his right and had to drift back to be able to haul that one in. This is the part of the game that you always wonder when you make the pitching change. How will the other team do timing him up? First batter so far had a good bead on Wyrick. And by Wyrick, I mean Sassman. Sassman delivers. Going to miss outside on that one. Right fielder, Zach Voss, is a lefty in the box, as you can see here. Heading the count 1-0. Delivery. That one's going to be roped into center field. Kai Krupp has got a throw in. It's going to be cut off by the pitcher. Be first and third with a 2-hole hitter coming up, and that's Mr. Brody Akins.
Now batting number 10, Brody Akins.
So Union got past the Dutchman ace, got him out of the game with 2 outs in the 5th inning or 6th inning, and they're threatening now on the very first pitcher that the Dutchmen counter with after Wyrick. 2 outs, we need 1 more. Oh, Akins squares, takes the strike. Dutchmen concede the runner stealing second. Wildcats have runners on second and third as the sun really peeks out here. Very bright. Sassman misses outside. Got to settle down and make a pitch here. Akins with an opportunity to tie this thing up with a well-placed single. Swung on, tipped into the catcher's mitt. It's going to make the count 1-2. Can Tucker finish this thing off? We will see right here. Ball is going to be chopped down the third base line. Going to try 1 and 2 over again here. We got a battle going between Sassman and Akins. Akins, the shortstop for this Union Wildcat team, good athlete. Comes the delivery. That ball is roped into center field. Kai Krupp is under it, and he makes the catch for the Dutchman to get us out of the top of the 6th inning. Krupp doesn't make that catch. We're talking about 2 runs plating and this thing being tied up. So good job by Kai Krupp to be able to haul that thing in. See, coaches are happy, the players are happy. Dutchman looking to add a little insurance here in the bottom of the 6th to try to come away with a big conference victory. I'll be right back. You see senior Chase Wyrick there talking to fellow senior Henry Womack, giving maybe some pointers, friendly discussion about the trip that Womack is going to take leading off the Dutchman here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Trying to buy a couple insurance runs. For anybody not familiar watching at home, high school baseball is a 7-inning baseball game. So if the Dutchman can hold the Union at the top of the 7th, they will walk away victorious in this one. Pitching right now for Union is number 21. And number 21 is Zach Voss.
Off the bottom of the 6th inning
No.
for the Dutchman, number 4,
Yeah.
Henry Womack.
Yeah, so Zach Voss was the right fielder. Right fielder comes in to pitch now. He is also a lefty. So Henry gets to deal with a new pitcher. We had Lemons last inning. We get Voss this inning. Henry jumps on the first pitch, sends that one into the parking lot. Womack up to bat right now. Pitch number 2. Got to find the top part of the strike zone here. Going to leave Henry with an 0-2 count. And Voss is going to get Henry down on 3 pitches. Foul ball, took a strike, and then swung
Now coming
and
to
missed.
plate number 3, Kai Krupp.
Appreciate everybody tuning in with us for this one. Been about as good of a high school baseball game as you can ask for. Kai Krupp digs in now. He takes the first pitch low. Voss evens the count up 1-1 here. 1 out. Dutchmen have gone quietly at the plate the last couple innings. Played 2 in the bottom of the first and 1 in the bottom of the third, and that's going to be all the Dutchmen scoring for today. Looking to add an insurance run or 2 here. Krupp is going to send that one back out into the parking lot down the first base line. Voss working quickly here with a 2-2 count. Another sophomore, Kai Krupp, digging in. Might remember Kai from football season. Played a little quarterback for the Dutchmen after Wilson went down injured. But Krupp is going to strike out there, bringing up the 9-hole hitter, Weston Crammy.
Number 6, Weston Crammy.
Crammy, the right fielder, he steps up. He's made a couple catches out in right field today. The Dutchmen lead 3-1. And Voss, he don't waste no time. He's ready to rock and fire. Get in the box and let's go. Misses on that one. It's 1-0. He's going to find the zone on that one. Quickly tie things up 1-1. Weston steps back in. He's going to miss outside on that one. Man, the time in between these pitches is minuscule. He wants to get out there and he wants to throw. Going to get a swing and miss from Weston there, not giving Weston any time to think. Weston's quickly in the count 2-2 here. And that one is going to be chopped to Voss, and he's going to beat that out, Crammy does. That was hitting pretty much the worst possible spot for Voss. And this is absolutely not what he wanted to see because this brings up the top part of the order for the Dutchmen. Chase Wyrick's going to get another crack at this thing with a runner on first. So good job by Weston Crammy fighting on a 2-2 count to beat out an infield single. Wyrick comes to the plate with a chance to help. Weston kind of got caught leaning over at first. Sorry I didn't have that on screen for you, but he was leaning just a little bit there. Was able to get back in time on the quick check by the left-handed pitcher. Wyrick's last trip to the plate got a hit in the fourth inning. See if he can build on that here. He sends that right to the hole. Shortstop unable to make a play on it. He was ranging to his right. That would have been a very difficult play for the shortstop, even if he fielded it to be able to plant and throw across the diamond. It's going to get Chase Wyrick down to first. And Tucker Sassman, the man who cannot get out today. He's reached 3 times, coming to the plate for his 4th time here, seeing if he can get his 4th time on base. He shoots that one right to the shortstop. Shortstop feeds it over to his second baseman for a 1-pitch ground out for Sassman. So Sassman's day at the plate is going to end with a 2-for-3 performance, with also getting hit by a pitch. But at this point, Tucker's probably a little bit more focused on what's going to take place out on the pitching mound. So I have a feeling he's going to be the guy closing this thing off. Last inning ended with Akins, the 2-hole hitter, the shortstop, who just made that play at short. He hit a fly ball out to center field to Kai Krupp to get the Dutchman out of a 2nd and 3rd 2-out jam. And it's going to bring up the 3-hole hitter, Timmy Perschke, followed by Logan Hansel, and then Clay Muser, unless they make some sort of change. But that is what it looks like here for the top of the 7th. Give another big thanks to the whole crew that I've got here tonight. I know we haven't been able to see much of this soccer game because it is a little bit too far away for our wireless transmitters, but the Dutch girls soccer team fell to the California Pintos by a score of 2-1 earlier this afternoon. There's some JV soccer taking place right now. Big thanks to Christopher Waymeyer. He's over there recording that soccer game, even though we don't get the live feed of it. We do get the footage to take back to TV studio and edit tomorrow. And a big thanks today to both Jenna Breedlove and Hallie Engelbrecht that are operating the camera that you're watching right now. Timmy Perschke comes to the plate. Tucker Sassman working with a 3-1 Dutchman lead. First pitch misses outside. Tucker may be a sophomore, very strong academically in the classroom, very poised. I'm sure no moment is too big for Tucker. He falls behind 2-0 to his first batter here. He's going to have to dig back in. You can see the defense in the outfield is playing the pool just a little bit. You see Bryce Cramey out there at second base. Hallie's going around showing us what we got here as Tucker's got a 3-0 count. Chase Wyrick is now at first base after coming out of the game. He pitched 5 2/3 strong innings. That pitch is going to find the strike zone as Sassman fights back. No free passes here, Sassman. Make him earn it. Smart there by Perschke. He was probably take all the way there as he was showing bunt He swings and misses. Tucker Sassman's ran this to a full count. We got a payoff pitch here, ladies and gentlemen. What do you say, Tuck? The delivery. And he gets the strikeout, a big strikeout. First out of this seventh inning. After falling behind 3-0, battles all the way back.
Now coming to
Ice in his
number
veins.
13,
Tucker
Logan
Sassman.
Hansel.
Absolutely love to see it. I'd mentioned I don't think that the moment could be too big for him. He's pretty calm, cool, and collected. He showed that right there, working back. And he works ahead, painting that outside corner there. The Dutchmen are 2 outs away from a big conference win here. As the starting pitcher for Union, Logan Hansel, steps up to plate, and he's going to rip that ball to the second baseman. Crammy makes the play, retires Hansel at first base, and the Dutchmen are 1 out away from a big Four Rivers Conference victory. This is the kind of game that could jumpstart a season.
Now batting number 22, designated hitter.
Dutchmen are in it.
Loser.
Clay Muser, number 22, the DH, steps in. He takes the first pitch low for a ball. See Crammy out there at second base. He's the one who made that last play. Sassman ready to deliver. He throws that one inside, and it is ripped down the third base line off the fencing there in front of the Dutchman dugout. It's going to send Coach Brandon Howard out onto the field. You see him running on right now to go get that ball that bounced off the fence into fair territory. Sassman's back on the rubber, ready to dig in. See Homeyer over there at third. He needs to be ready as he just had that ball ripped down the third base line. Homeyer, I believe, is a sophomore. Is that right? Asking Crystal Eli up here. Nope, Homeyer is a junior. You see him moving to his right on that ball. Hit foul. And Union's down to their final strike. What do you say, Tucker Sassman? Send us home. And the delivery. And he struck him out, looking to end this thing. Dutchmen get a big Four Rivers Conference win against the rival Union Wildcats, a school that has given us trouble in the past. Quite a lot bigger enrollment than Owensville, but Owensville comes out and gets the big victory. Dutchmen are going to win that one behind a strong pitching performance from Chase Wyrick by a score of 3-1. Game was closed out and saved by sophomore Tucker Sassman. Big performances at the dish for the Dutchmen include Tucker Sassman, who reached base 3 times, 2 singles, and a hit by pitch. Chase Wyrick also reached base a couple times himself with a hit by pitch and a single. And that is going to do it from Dutchman Baseball Field. Tim Erkey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the kind words. Appreciate you watching the broadcast. I like the camera angles that we had today, and I think we'll just continue to keep getting better. This was our first spring broadcast of the year. Stay tuned to see what we got going on next week. We've got a track meet coming up. We'll have a soccer game at some point, and we'll do some more baseball games. I'm a big baseball guy myself. We had a fun one today. Congratulations to the Owensville Dutchmen. Good luck the rest of the way to the Union Wildcats. And a safe travels back home. There will be a JV game tonight. I will not be live broadcasting that. We're going to call things right there. Thanks for tuning in.
Hi.
What's up? We were down there working
Oh,
that
wait, he's getting.
golden
It's still
hour.
not on. Is it on?
Yeah, your guys' mic is on.
But like, are we live?
You guys want to talk a little bit while you get Chase Wyrick or Chase?
What are we supposed to say?
All right.
Talk about what you saw. Talk about.
Start it.
Remember, you gotta be polite. You guys are always
Hey
polite.
guys,
Hi.
welcome back to the live
The live.
YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah. Mr. T's
Um,
putting us in charge because he has to do some stuff.
So we were the videoers.
Yeah.
we
We're
were
like
down
his
there.
favorite students ever. He's gonna miss us so much when we
Yeah.
leave.
So we were down there filming, doing our thing.
Look, it's golden hour right now.
For real. Someone take a screenshot. Okay. We saw some good plays today. Boys knew how to hustle.
Yeah. I honestly think we played good. I haven't been to a game this year, but I think we played pretty good. I mean, we beat Union. That was good.
That was good. Who's warming up now? What is that? JV.
Yeah, I think JV's warming up now.
All right.
So good luck to JV.
Hopefully they get some hits.
Oh boy. Just gotta think of the baseball terminology.
They get those runs.
Yeah.
I think, Mr. T's coming up here to bring Chase Wyrick up. He's probably
Yeah,
gonna,
it's time for some interviews.
interviews.
Yeah. I think Chase has really progressed in baseball.
Yep. Good for him.
Isn't he
He
committed?
pitched pretty good.
He did pitch good.
Yeah.
Isn't he committed now to East Central? Mr. T's
Yep.
probably talked about this.
I saw that. Y'all should tune in, watch.
Yeah. But it's a really nice day. I love it out here.
The new pitcher guy, he was doing good. He got that
Tucker?
out.
Yeah. Tucker Sassman ended the game pitching. He did really well. He did really, really good.
He did really well. I didn't know he was a pitcher.
And Tucker's only a
things.
freshman, I think.
Yep. Only.
Hi, Mr. T.
So he did not bring Chase. I don't know what this is about.
So we don't know what he's
Guy
doing.
can't pull.
We don't know what he's doing.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Is this where the vlog stops?
Are we done? Is this supposed to be cut? Oh, okay.
Thanks
They're
for
probably
tuning
tired of
in.
listening to us talk.
Stay on there for just a second, Hallie.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh.
Sorry to mess your hair up.
we're still tuning in.
If you've ever watched any of our videos on YouTube, Hallie is the queen of the silly faces. She can't even control herself. She just does it involuntary in class. You ask her a question in class, and then that's what happens all the time.
Mostly because the questions Mr. T asks, you can't give a nice response to.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to be like,
Yeah, I get that look a few times.
I had to tell him to give me a second to stay in class before I answered
yes.
with an attitude.
Yes, they're in senior mode right now where they think the school year's already over, especially Jenna here. Jenna's very much in senior mode.
but we still support Mr. T. Like, he's
Oh,
a good
wow, thank you, girls.
teacher. Stand up for Mr. T. He gets bashed on a lot by the
hardworking
boys at
man.
school.
Hardworking man.
Yeah, I'm just getting bullied. I don't know that the boys bully me any more than you guys do, though.
We don't.
How was track practice?
Track was good. We ran those lactates. I was the caboose on the line. I'm the slowest, but
But you're a jumper. Your skills are jumping, right?
yes, I'm a jumper. Oh, is this about me now? Yes, I'm a jumper. I do high jump. Tune in next Friday, I think. Catch us at a home meet.
Yeah, you're going to have to come up to the press box after a great performance, okay?
Hopefully I get first again. Yeah, that's right. First last meet too.
Yeah. Very nice.
Now it wasn't a very high. Okay, golden hour is getting a little too extreme.
Yeah, you're really bright on there.
Woo!
You dip back and Jenna's like on the dark side. You're up there in the bright light.
I'm up here with Jesus.
Light is just shining on you.
Yes.
It is good light, though. Very good light.
It's really bright. I know.
Yeah, I was afraid for our equipment in the beginning because
Mr. T, the YouTubers are dropping. They don't
yeah,
like
yeah,
me.
we're down to 8 now. So what I always like to do, you know what? This sounds like a great job for Hallie tomorrow in class. You can take the broadcast and you can clip
Hey, little
out.
does he know, senior skip day tomorrow.
Oh, crap. That means I'm going to be there by myself, basically.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be the one to clip the interviews out, huh?
Who are we interviewing?
Tucker and Chase are making their way up here. Otherwise, I would have turned this off long ago.
That's why I'm here, fellas.
Yeah, you're feeling precious airtime right
We
now.
gained a person back.
Yeah, the Dutchmen, in case people were wondering. Hallie, do you know when the last time the Dutchmen beat the Union Wildcats in a game of baseball?
It's been a while.
It's been a second since
2021.
2021.
Yeah,
I was close.
We were in Union when it happened. And the only reason I know is because I was coaching at that time. So
Well, they just were saying that down there that we haven't beat Union for a while.
it's been a while. Union's considerably bigger than us, so they're a tough school for us to beat. But they are a conference rival, and it's nice to go get a win against conference rival. So, is that your first baseball game of the season?
Yes, of the season. Actually, my target's down there for senior assassin, Chris. I'm coming for you.
Oh,
Right now.
well, I just
Her.
saw them over there.
I'm kidding. I'm not gonna get him.
So tell the audience here, the people that are still remaining, a little bit about what Senior Assassin is. It's this game that you guys have been playing.
So, yeah, Senior Assassin is all the senior class. We get our names and our information put into this app, and the app just generates a person for you. So I'll just say who I had. I had Caleb Seeker.
Oh.
Obviously, I got him. I sniped him at work. So
Now,
if you're
we got to give some more context here. When you
Yeah,
snipe
sorry.
somebody, it's with a water gun.
a water gun,
That's why you wear these goggles.
you have to have goggles. This is your shield. This is your protection. So if someone shoots you with your goggles, with a water gun, with your goggles on, you're safe unless you're in a purge round. And right now we're in a purge round, so your goggles don't count. So you can shoot.
So why are you wearing these then? Is it like a
Stay
style
strapped?
choice?
Yeah.
It's a style choice?
The purge round started like 30 minutes ago. Okay, so I didn't know.
So,
I
like,
was
how
just-
long does this last?
3 hours.
Oh, so from 6 to 9 tonight?
Yeah.
Do you know who's trying to find you?
Ricky Marquez. Ricky, you ain't gonna catch me. You ain't ever gonna catch me.
What if he just bursts through that door right now?
He can't. We're at school. School grounds, you can't. Yeah.
Oh, so even though Chris was down there, you can't, like, go try to get
I
Chris
can't.
right now.
I can't get him out. So I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna go home and
Oh.
hide probably, so no one gets me.
Wow, what a fun evening. Just go home and lock your doors.
I'm gonna go home and hide, cause I don't want Ricky at my house.
Oh,
You don't need to come to my house. But yeah,
Ricky seems like the type that would take this game very seriously, though.
I tell you what.
How long has he been yours the whole time, I
Yeah.
guess?
He's been trying to get me the whole time. I got my hair done last Thursday. He waited outside the salon for 2 hours. These little kids come in right as soon as I'm about to
They
leave.
sold for you?
And they were like, we were talking about Senior Assassin. They're like, well, Ricky's outside with a water gun and his phone's taped to it. I'm like, yeah, that's for me. He's out there waiting for me.
So you walk out of getting your hair done with those goggles on?
So but I walk around back because I'm like, I'm just gonna sneak up on Ricky and he ain't ever gonna know. But my big mouth, I started cackling as soon as I turned the corner and he just started. He just started coming
Right.
after me. And yeah, but I had my goggles on, so it didn't count. And then that Saturday, I went to
Wait, time out. So where did you get your hair done at? Was it somewhere local?
on Main Street. Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's not like you had to drive super far then.
No. But then on
How did he get this
Saturday,
intel?
He has my location on this app. On this app, he has my location,
Oh,
and
wow,
he can
you're
see it.
really not safe.
Yeah, I'm not safe. Hold on, fellas. Anyways, and then I went to Supercross that Saturday. He's there, casing the place. I'm like,
At
yeah.
Supercross?
Yeah. I was like, he's trying to get me at Supercross.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, Hallie,
whoops. Guess my time's over.
thank you for sharing your Senior Assassin stories.
Thanks for tuning
We'll do a
in.
quick interview here with, on your way out, could you do me a favor, girls, and hit the lights since it's so dark in the back here? All right, Chase, why don't you go first? I only got one headset, so we'll do it one at a time. Here we go, perfect. All right, Chase Wyrick here. He was the senior on the mound that you guys got to see tonight. Chase, congratulations on a big conference win.
I appreciate that.
We don't beat Union often. I think the last time was 2021, so it's been 5 years. That's pretty awesome.
It's been a long time.
What was it like out there on the mound for you tonight? What was working and what felt good?
Honestly, everything was kind of working. I mean, changeup was off a little bit in the beginning, but after I just got in a roll, then it just started to come natural.
As a senior this year, what has it meant to you to be able to come out? How do you approach each of your starts? Is it with a different level of seriousness than the last 3 years? What has it been for you?
It's just the same mindset going into every single game that I have. Besides, like, whenever I'm warming up, obviously I do a little bit different. But honestly, no, there's not really much difference.
Very
Just go out
good.
there
And
have
then
fun.
at the plate, you went. I know you got at least one hit. I'm not able to keep score. I'm trying to do too many things while I'm up here. I know you got at least one hit. I also know in the first plate appearance, you took one right off the shoulder.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
Honestly,
Not too
didn't
bad?
hurt that bad.
Well, good.
Surprisingly.
Well, good. What did it feel like at the plate today?
At the plate today, in the first AB, obviously getting hit, I didn't really get to see much. Second at bat, I was kind of surprised, so I knew coming fourth I had to kind of be ready, sit there, hunt the fastball, take it the other way.
This season, the team, you guys have some good, strong senior leadership, some guys that have a lot of experience, but then you also got a lot of young guys, particularly in the outfield, that are getting their footing, and I think this team is going to grow and get better as the season goes on. But you've already played some really good, tough competition. You've played them pretty tough. Even though the record doesn't reflect it right now, what's your mindset for the rest of the season?
Our mindset right now is to just continue grinding. I mean, there's obviously work need to be done in the outfield, like as far as like technique, reading the fly balls, whatnot. Infield's been pretty solid all year, but I think we're just looking to keep on continuing forward, getting better every day.
Well, congratulations on the big victory tonight. It was a lot of fun. I enjoy watching any time that you're on the mound to start. That's a fun game for me to watch. So,
I thank you.
if you want to pass it off to your teammate now, Tucker, I'll talk to Tucker. Thanks again. Good luck the rest of the season, Chase. All right, now I'm joined by my Dutch time superstar here, Mr. Tucker Sassman, sophomore. Gets the save today, had a bunch of good trips to the plate, leading the team in batting average right now. Let's talk about the save first. You come in, Chase gave you the perfect setup. You're going against the 9-hole hitter. You got 2 outs, bases empty. Got in a little bit of trouble, a couple hits, but were able to get out of it. What were the nerves like for you during that 6th inning?
The 6th inning, they weren't too bad yet. I know I had the bottom of the order coming up. Obviously, I didn't quite get my pitches where I needed to. Let up a couple quick singles, but got a fly ball. Was able to get out of that inning.
And then you get to the 7th inning, and you got the heart of the lineup coming up. You know it's going to be a challenge. I mentioned in the broadcast before you even started that first batter that I don't think the moment was going to be too big for you. You're a calm, cool, collected guy. And you really exemplified that on the first batter because you fell behind 3-0, but then you came back and got him. As you're falling behind 3-0, where's your mind going at that time, and how are you able to fight back and get that batter?
I mean, you obviously listening to your coaches. They're hyping you up and everything. They might have been a little worried. I knew in my head that I had it the whole time. I wasn't worried at all.
Yeah, you don't seem like a kind of guy that's just going to give a lot of free passes. You stay pretty even keel. I've never seen you too high, and I've never seen you too low. You're always somewhere right there in the middle. Where's the success at the plate come from this year?
I just put in a lot of work this offseason, having a good plate approach, just sitting on good pitches and taking good swings.
You are one of the players that spends a lot of time out at Bill Siemens in the offseason, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What have you gotten to learn from local legend Bill Seaman over the years?
I mean, I started going to Bill when I was in the 2nd grade. He's taught me, everything I know about the game of baseball, how to pitch, how to hit, how to field. How to be a good sportsman, everything.
He's a good guy to learn from, and he's definitely talked baseball. I always say Coach Seaman has forgotten more about baseball than I know. I feel like I know a lot, so that puts into perspective how much he knows. With that said, I mentioned that you're leading the team in batting average right now, and you're taking good quality at bats. I think you went 2 for 3 today, and you had that hit by pitch. Take us through your at bats today. Obviously, you got hit in the first at bat. Did it hurt?
We eat those.
Yeah, you eat those. Yeah, I was very impressed. You and Chase both, just jogged down the first baseline, kind of like nothing had happened.
No, we'll take the freebies.
Take the
If they'll
freebies.
give them. No, my next at bat after that. I know he's a lefty, little bit lower slot. He's got some good run. So knowing that, I was just gonna try to sit back and take whatever he gave me opposite field because it's already going.
Right.
It's already going to right field. Might as well take the rest of the way there.
That was the one you shot between the first and second baseman, correct?
Yeah. And then next AB,
right up the middle, right?
Yeah, threw me a fastball down and then threw me a fastball pretty middle, and I just kind of drove it right back where it came from.
Well, you're taking a great approach, and I even liked your final at bat. You had runners on, what was it, second and third maybe?
Yeah.
But you hit or maybe it was first and second. I think they got a force out at second. But you jumped on a first pitch, so I assume you got a good pitch to get a bat on, and you put a good ball in play. It just didn't work out that time. That's part of baseball. But good, strong at bats at the plate, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
Thank you.
What's the goals for the rest of the season? Being a sophomore, you're one of the younger guys on the team. getting to play with the older guys. What do you want to see from the rest of the season?
I think what we need to go out there and do is, I mean, obviously win the games we're supposed to win, but then we need to go out there and sneak into some games like this one. This one, I mean, you ask most people, Union's a Class 5 school. We haven't beat them since, like you said, 2021. And, I mean, we were able to pull it together and beat them. I mean, and if we can just keep doing that, because we got a tough rest of the schedule, and if we can just keep doing that, I think we can have a very good rest of the season.
Absolutely. I have one other question, and we'll end this thing. Didn't you in class tell me today that wasn't going to be that guy? That was the guy you thought wasn't going to pitch, right?
Yeah, Kemp, Chase, everybody said that he wasn't going to pitch, but he ended up pitching. And
Conference game, I thought they would throw him.
Obviously, it ended up working out, so we're okay with it.
And he was competitive on the mound, too. He gave you guys a run for your money. He pitched well, but that was a really well-played baseball game from top to bottom from both teams. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good pitcher. He's a senior committed to Maryville. I mean, he's good, but, I mean, we went out there, put together good ABs, and fought.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tucker, it was a lot of fun to watch. I'm excited to watch you the next couple of years, and good luck the rest of the way out.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too.
Now batting number 24, Archer Julius.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Did you see my facial expression change?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That is the Dutchman hurlers that got them through this one. My name is Tyler Ehring. It was a lot of fun to watch the ball game today. If you haven't been able to make it out to Dutchman Field for a ball game yet, highly encourage you to make your way out here. As the weather gets nicer, I don't think there's any better place to be than at the Ball Diamond. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.